Hello everybody, all you good people of the world. My name is Crys'Dawna. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button. If you're not new here, welcome back friends and family. Today I'm gonna work on this set of nightstands and I'm going to have to get some of this chipping paint off, which I'm going to use my Surf Prep sander. But if you guys saw the chest that I just did, my last video, these are the nightstands that are gonna go in that same bedroom. So we're going to make them slightly different, but they are going to be roughly the same kind of color family. So we're going to make these go with that dresser so that it's a set for my client's daughter. So if you guys wanna see that, stay here. There they are for you to see. All right. You never want to paint over a failing finish, and so what I did is I took my 3x4 electric ray by Surf Prep, and they have these 1/2-inch foam pads that you can stick a regular sandpaper to, and that way you can contour and get around stuff as well. And so I'm using an 80 grit. Now, this bedroom set was actually built probably in the late 80s, early 90s. So you just want to make sure when you are going over paint finishes and you're sanding them down, if they're chipping, that they don't have lead paint. Lead paint was banned in 1978, so just make sure that you are aware of that. Hardware stores do carry lead paint testing kits, but again, if your piece was created after 1978, you really don't have to worry about it. I took my carbide scraper and I scraped any of the loose paint chips off, and then I went through with my 3x4 electric ray and I smoothed everything out. So I did 80 grit and then a 120 grit before I went in and started painting. I'm showing you this next part so that you know if you use a color that didn't work out, you can always paint over it. So I'm going to end up painting over this. I didn't end up using the red, but the next color I did was Ooh La La by Country Chic Paint, and that is going to go below the darker color, and you're going to see, I'm going to go back over that red with Raspberry Sorbet in a second, but the white that I did was Vanilla Frosting, and that was below the Ooh La La. And so I want to show you guys, the reason why I showed you the red is so that you can see that it is okay to go over, and if you don't like something, you just paint over it. So the Raspberry Sorbet is going to go over the red that I initially used because the red was a little bit too much. In order to blend the legs, what I did is wait for them to completely dry, and then I'm going to go over the bottom with the Raspberry Sorbet so that we have wet paint. The key to blending is having moisture, whether that's wet paint or it's from your mister bottle. Then I'm going to go over top of the Raspberry Sorbet with Ooh La La, which is going to make it a kind of medium pink color. And so I'm just going to go over that. I'm overlapping it and lightly going over top of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mist it with my mister bottle, and I'm going to take a clean, dry, neutral brush, and I'm going to go in different directions, vertical, horizontal, and I'm going to blend those together. Now you can see that the center of the leg is more of a medium pink color than the Ooh La La. So after we're done doing this, what we're going to do is we're going to have to blend that new transition line with that new color that we just made. So I am going to do Ooh La La again, and I'm only going to go up just slightly into that medium pink so that way we can blend that now medium pink into the Ooh La La. Same concept, we're going to just overlap. I'm going to take my clean, dry, neutral brush, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is a brush that was clean at first, it's dry, and I'm going to use that to feather everything together. I am going to wipe it off with a rag every so often so that we can just keep it dry and keep that paint from saturating the bristles. And then what I'm going to do is go down and I'm going to add the vanilla frosting over that now centered transition line, and we're going to do the same exact thing that we did before. Now that we're done with the legs, I am going to do 2 coats of Ooh La La over the entire body of this piece. And then once those are dry, we are going to go in and do a little bit of blending in different areas, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. Okay, I'm going to walk you through the drawer front. So this is dry Ooh La La 2 coats. I'm taking the raspberry sorbet and I want those areas on the outside where I'm putting it to be my shaded darker areas. So I'm just going to add that anywhere that I want the darker pink to be or a darker shaded area, I'm going to add that color. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to lightly overlap it with the Ooh La La because this is going to allow it to blend and mix a little bit better once we do this next part. And then in the center, I want that to be my highlight, and that is the vanilla frosting. So I'm going to mist the entire drawer front, and I'm going to take my clean, dry, neutral brush, and I am just going to work all those colors together. I am going to go horizontal, I'm going to go vertical, you're going to see me do some circles, and what that's going to do is it's going to blend all of these colors really nicely together, and it's going to create a subtle blend with some subtle shading. Now, after I'm done, I wanted to add just a little bit more highlighting, so I do go back in the center and add a little bit more vanilla frosting, and I work that in there so that way we can make the center just a little bit more light. I wanted to add more character into the drawer fronts, and so I'm using the Devine and Denim Decor Transfer from Redesign with Prima. This is CC Restyled's line. This is more of a border, and so what I did is I picked this little lace border right here, and I am just cutting it to fit that little inset right there. And once I have cut that to fit perfectly, I'm going to peel the transfer from the protective backing. I am going to lay it down, burnish it with my hands, and then I'm going to take the burnishing stick that comes with the transfer, and I'm going to slowly burnish it while I pull away the plastic protective backing. And what that's going to do is transfer over this transfer to my drawer front, and it's going to just add another little pop of character and dimension. Country Chic paint is an all-in-one, but I am going to use clear wax because when I put the wax on here, it just deepens the colors and makes it look even more rich, and you can see that here once I'm applying it. Also, even though this is an all-in-one paint, a decor transfer has to be sealed, so you can seal them with wax or a water-based polyacrylic if you want. And then what I'm going to do is take Redesign with Prima's Eternal Decor Wax, and I'm going to just add that to the hardware. I'm going to add that to that little trim around the drawer front. And what I do is take a microfiber cloth and I wipe and buff that hardware just a little bit. This is an oil-based wax, does not need an additional sealer. It is going to cure on its own. Okay, everybody, this video is done. These pieces are done. I did the same exact thing on both pieces. I can't believe how far they have come. They look super cute, and I think they're gonna go really well with that dresser that I just did. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I use will be in the description below so that you guys can hop on over there and grab it so you can create your own stuff. You can either be inspired by me or do whatever you want. But until next time, happy creating, everybody, and I will see you later. Have an amazing weekend, and bye. See ya.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around.